Oh god, I have to sneeze as soon as we start. Brilliant. Hello everyone. My name is Nujum. Yeah, I have to whisper because it's literally 5:40 a.m. I have my finals week coming up, but I had to do a run of Westerado after seeing a shout out to AndyJackel for playing this game on his channel and inspiring me to be like, oh man, I want to play that game again. So, yeah, that's basically why I'm doing this sort of commentary run thing. This is my first run, so I figured I'd commentate over it to introduce the game. It's very cool, but this starting game is going to be a little hectic, so I'm going to have to explain some stuff. It's a Western game, it's kind of Metroidvania. There's a lot of exploring, there's a lot you can do, a lot of variety in how you can approach the combat situation. So this is Rancher Bob. We're going to kill his buffalo. Well, we're going to first say, hey, we want to help you with your buffalo, and he's going to be like, okay, well, help me escort my buffalo, right? We're not actually going to help him escort his buffalo, because if we kill his buffalo, he still says, oh, I'm sorry we failed, and you still get sort of friendship points or whatever with him, right? So now he knows he can trust you, even though we killed off his buffalo. He's like, hey, you tried to help me, right? I guess he wasn't paying attention. And he says, hey, I want your help with this next task. Now, this task is building a rancher franchise. Basically, there's this entire subplot of the game where this oil tycoon guy is sort of imposing his will upon the farmers, and the farmers aren't very happy with it. So what we're going to do, we're going to gather up a bunch of farmers. They're going to be like, hey, you want to rebel against the tycoon? Now, that specific farmer up there that we just passed, he doesn't want to join, because he's like, nah, I'll go in alone. I'll do things on my own terms or whatever. But these other two guys, they don't need that much convincing. We basically just barely even mention it. They're like, yeah, I'm in. Hell yeah, you know. Screw the Tune, I'm the best shot in town or whatever the heck. So what we're going to do, we're going to gather these three ranchers. I forget their names. There's Rancher Richard. I think the other one's like starts with a D. I'm not entirely sure. Basically, what we're going to do, we're going to grab all three of these ranchers. We're going to go to the oil tycoon and rebel. Now, the reason we're doing this is because we need to fuck over Bob again. Basically, what we're going to do, we're going to try to rebel against the ranchers. And then when you... The point of this game, by the way, this is the 80% category, is that you're supposed to find the person who murdered your family, right? It's the entire plot of the game. And so the fastest way to do that, it turns out the guy who murdered your family, or at least one of the endings that where he murdered your family, is that he was working for the oil tycoon guy. So what we're going to do, we're going to try and overthrow the oil tycoon, and when we fail to, well, even if you succeed to, the guy who killed your family, oh wow, I didn't get shot by that, that's actually pretty nice. The murderer guy who killed your family is going to show up the Rancher Bob. So you're going to see right here, he's going to kill this dude that we left at the farm, and he also killed the wife, which is pretty sad. So, but the dude on his dying breath tells us what the murderer looks like. So now, here it is in the clues, we have the exact profile of the murderer. So what we're basically going to do now is we're going to fuck around town for a few minutes. And I'm just going to run around town a couple of times. If you're lucky, you can get it, like, within this first room. And you can see I'm just pulling up the profile, looking around. Where is he? And we're just going to fuck around for 2 minutes running back and forth. I don't even know where I'm running off to here. I momentarily forgot. Because, obviously, every single time you play the game, he's in a randomized location. The murderer himself is also randomized. And so I'm like, oh, there's a dude with like brown hat and shirt, and it's like, not quite, because his hat, you can see his hat's flat, and the murderer's hat's pointed upwards a little bit. Yeah, I guess I can talk a little bit about the game. Oh, I like the animations of this sister running. The sister is a character you can unlock by talking to her at the train station. You start off the game with this character that's literally called the hero, and you have this big tutorial where like your brother's dying because the dude burned down your ranch and you have to leave it's actually pretty well done. I do love the art style of the game. It's very minimalistic, but minimalistic in a way that still has a lot of detail to it. Like the environments, you can see these, holy shit, these trees are detailed as shit. Anyways, so you can see I kind of spot this dude up here and I just shoot him. And this is amazing, right? So I shoot the wrong dude, and then this dude who was the actual murderer, he's like, oh no, someone pulled out the gun, they found me out, right? And so he just runs away, which is amazing. I didn't know that's how the mechanic worked, but hey, I'll take it, right? I guess now I feel like now I should just shoot around town and hope for luck, right? Anyways, now we're going on the sort of chase for the murderer sequence, right? This entire sequence is pretty linear. There's like a glitch you can do here to like clip over to the second switch. I didn't pull it off, and I don't really know how to do it, so I just not bother, basically. But yeah, you're opening a bunch of gates and switches and stuff, and you're trying to reach the murderer as fast as possible through his little hideout. Pretty straightforward. You actually have to kill some people here. So if you're going for the pacifist ending, even if you're going for the pacifist ending or achievement or whatever, you do have to kill, I think it's 22 guys in here. I'm gonna see a couple of them coming up in a second here. So we have to kill all of these guys to progress. This is actually why you take the sister, by the way, because she has the shotgun. If you don't take the sister, you don't have access to the shotgun, and that can slow you down. In this spot, it'll slow you down earlier where we were trying to kill off the buffalo. You know, trying to mess with Rancher Bob. Now this thing, he's trying to like, there's 3 clones, basically, and you have to figure out which one's the real one. So you see there, I try to be like, oh, I've caught you now, but actually, I missed. So that sucks, so now I gotta kill off these extra guys. Shotgun helps out a little bit. Kill 3 guys in one go, you know, not too shabby. Gotta make sure to reload in between fights, so I'm not like in the middle of the fight. Fucking reloading with my head out in the open. Don't even have a hat. Darn sister, not even using the hat. Yeah, the speedrun's pretty short. I think world record's like under 5 minutes almost. It's actually really fun running the game, but the RNG fiesta of trying to find the murderer is really annoying. This part's really fun. So what you can do, you can just sort of like, they walk right into your line of sight. So if you just shoot fire fast enough, and sometimes that you just saw that guy murdered his friend there, because they flank you on both sides, sometimes the murderer's allies will just shoot each other, which is quite nice. But yeah, what I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to just have them walk into my line of sight, and then shoot them as they come into my line of sight. But I'm having trouble because I'm also running a lot. You hold shift to run, and when you run, you unequip your gun. So trying to move fast and use your gun at the same time is just not possible. So you see there, I was holding my gun, then I started running, and the run canceled my gun. Also getting stuck on that bit of wall. Ooh, so fun. I imagine there's a few kinks I have to work out in this game, but ultimately I really enjoyed this little run. Well, I'm saying this like it's over. Still a minute or 2 left, I think. Oh, wait, I forgot about this. So you can see in the top right, I'm out of bandanas, and when you run out of bandanas, you get shot. It's a cute little... It's one of those things in games where just because it's cool, it's fine. Like, it's unrealistic as hell, but because it, like, feels good, it works out. It's always really cool when a game's able to just make a mechanic work because it feels good, right? So now I have 3 bandanas again. If I run out of bandanas, then I die again. But hopefully it doesn't happen. That really slows me down, though. Like, I would have finished, like, probably right about now. Because the dude has, like, 4 phases or something when you meet him at that final battle. Either way, back on the horse. Or not using the run, as you notice. Boom, immediate shot. Get it done, girl. God, my voice feels hoarse. I need to get used to commentating more. I forgot how fun it was to commentate over shit. But it's like, it's harder to commentate when you're like actually playing. So maybe I'll try doing like post-commentary or something. Either way, the run should almost be over. Now we just have to meet up with the murderer at this last point. Gotta reload the bullets, man. So what he's gonna do, he's gonna keep getting new hats, and he's gonna pull out different weapons. And you just have to kill him every time. So this time, oh, I remember this. I got really scared when he knocked out both my lives. So if you're ever having trouble with the enemies, just strafe up and down and you'll have relative success. So he's got 2 left. He's got these double pistols, and then he has 1 more pistol. So he's gonna switch to his last hat. Luckily, he drops his hat. If you shoot them right in the hat and not in the head, they drop their hat like that, right? So this is his last pistol. Fucking get him. Steal his hat for funsies. And so now all I need to do is draw my gun and shoot him. For some reason, I go through the dialogue because I forgot like how you're supposed to kill him. I've been fucking around with the RNG Fiesta trying to find this guy like so many runs in a row. I had one where it took like 15 minutes to freaking find him. But hey, that's Westerado. It's a really fun game. I think it's like $15 on Steam, but it's super fun. By the way, it's made by fucking Adult Swim Games. I was like, what? I thought those people did much nastier stuff, but this game's actually like super cool and super fun, and I highly recommend it. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I'll leave you guys with the credits. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the run. Expect more in the future.